From a sudden flash flood on a busy highway catching motorists off guard to a massive ship being tossed around like a toy in the Gulf of Mexico, here are 5 unbelievable moments that were caught on camera. Number 5. Back on January 3, 2022, a sudden flash flood cut off this highway near Al Ain in the United Arab Emirates. Al Ain, which is the 4th most populous city in the country and located at the border of Oman, is not typically known for rainy weather. However, flash floods can occur here due to heavy rains in more elevated regions. When a flash flood cut off this highway, a few people in all-terrain vehicles really didn't have the patience to lose time due to rain in a desert area and decided to go straight through the floods. Unfortunately, for some of them, they found out about the limitations of their vehicles. Luckily for them, and thanks to the help of other fearless people, the only thing they lost is more time, their dry clothes, and probably the electric and engine of their car. But it could have been worse. Moral of the story, just because you are late already, think rational and don't make it worse. Number 4. With a length of 51.6 kilometers and a surface area of 368 square kilometers, Lake Garda is the largest Italian lake and one of the most famous tourist spots in northern Italy. Thanks to its privileged location at the foot of the Alps, the glacial Lake Garda attracts the attention of all kinds of adventurers and sportsmen who love new challenges. But some of these challenges can end very badly when luck is not on your side. Back on October 9, 2020, a paraglider pilot who was on the mountain next to the lake decided to have a flight to enjoy the beautiful scenery from above. While everything looked going as planned at the beginning, unfortunately the wind changed while the pilot was still right above the lake. As water landings are sadly one of the most common death causes while paragliding, the pilot tries everything possible to reach the shore. Luckily for him, some people at a small harbor noticed that he wouldn't make it and tried to rush to his aid. The footage captured by this paraglider not only demonstrates that flying over a large body of water might not be the best of ideas, but it also is a reminder that having people to look out for you can save your life. Number 3. The Italian town of Recco is located near Genoa at the Golfo Paradiso in the Mediterranean Sea. Not only is this town known for its Italian cuisine, but also for being home to one of the most incredible fireworks festivals, which is celebrated every year in the honor of the Virgin Mary, among other saints. The fireworks shows here are a bit more old-fashioned than the ones you or I are used to. Following tradition, the pyrotechnicians walk directly alongside the fireworks as they light them off, and on August 16th of 2017 were filmed doing exactly that. The show went off without a hitch, but as you can imagine, setting them off this way is an extremely dangerous task only suited for those who have experience, not to mention guts. Hopefully, no major incidents occur so the festival can go on this way for many decades to come. Number 2. The Gulf of Mexico is an ocean basin contained between the coasts of Mexico, the United States, and Cuba. Being one of the main neighbors of the Caribbean Sea, this maritime region of the Atlantic Ocean has witnessed all kinds of spectacular natural events, and some of them are hurricanes. In October of 2020, an offshore supply vessel was sailing about 200 miles off the coast of Louisiana when it got hit by Hurricane Delta. That hurricane, which was later classified as a Category 4 hurricane, caused for the crew scenes looking like they were put into the middle of a horror movie. While waves hit the ship from all sides, relentless rain and wind brought the visibility down to almost zero during that night. As one of the crew members began to record the phenomenon from all angles, things got even worse as a lightning bolt struck directly onto the ship, endangering the entire crew.
Wow. Dude.
Yeah, you got it to 60. Is the heading coming around? Yeah.
Holy cow.
We just got hit, man. Lost the BRU?
Yeah.
Alright. Might even have to go manual. It's probably still good. Still got the gyros. What it was the
According to the sailors, the lightning strike caused 2 radios and the vessel's gyroscopic compass to be completely damaged. Despite this, and by some quirk of fate, none of the crew was injured and they all made it back to safety. Number 1. To break a world record is no easy task, and it's for this reason so many people set out each year to do so. The book is rather large, and the wide variety of different records seem to know no end. This often means some of the records are a bit more strange or extreme, only adding to the lore and excitement. On April 14, 2022, Chinmay Prabhu, a 23-year-old from Thailand, attempted to solve a Rubik's Cube in world record time during a 13,000-foot descent from a plane. According to Chinmay, who has 2 Guinness World Record titles to his name already, this was actually his first skydive. The time to beat to solve the puzzle was 30 seconds, and he claimed to have completed it in only 24 seconds.
Yeah! Okay? Yes! Did it!
Chinmay, who is currently awaiting official confirmation from Guinness World Records, added that he had skydiving on his bucket list for a long time already, so why not combine the first jump with a world record? Well, that's about all we have for this video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more just like it, be sure to click the link on the screen now. With that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.